Good morning, very, very early morning. It is the 28th of January, 2017, and it is 200 hours and 24 minutes. And that's GMT minus 6, and I'm a hop, skip, and a jump from Chicago. Uh, uh, I'm trying to stay focused. I always have so much to say about what is my favorite topic, looking at security models. And understanding the experiences of civilians of those security models and state-constructed security models, and then the civilians' responses. And again, just as a reminder, my three countries of focus are Canada, Israel, and the United Kingdom. And in that light, I have posted from each of my countries a little bit of information on their state-constructed security models. I'm going to start in alpha order. So from Canada, I posted a new video from CSIS. That's the Canadian Security Intelligence Service. And I posted a screenshot, and I will follow up with the videos, which I have previously posted. But the screenshot shows one of the modalities of gathering information that CSIS utilizes. And I posted a similar screenshot from the Mossad, again, same type of thing, one of the modalities of operation that the Mossad uses for gathering information. Then from the United Kingdom, I posted two screenshots of information from MI5's website. Under the espionage section, I've posted a section, how spies operate, and then targets of espionage. The reason why I've made these particular posts, is, as I've said in previous podcasts, of my experiences with each of my three countries and their respective intelligence communities. And it is important for me, and one of the roles I have assumed in doing this research and doing all this posting, is to demystify intelligence communities and to distill them down to what they actually are: servants of the public, providing a public service, employees of the public. The other reason why I particularly done these posts, the post would be, I'm stumbling with my words because I'm trying to find the most elegant way of putting it. I think a lot of people do glamorize spying work. And most people on this planet, I think, um, probably will never have a face-to-face interaction with an intelligence community. That's okay, because I seem to be making up for everyone. I seem to have gotten multiple servings of and engagements and interactions and contact with intelligence communities. And one of the things I wanted to say is it's never ever been like a James Bond movie. It's really not glamorous. It doesn't stand out in your mind. As a matter of fact, quite often you don't even realize it's happened. Initially, you don't realize it's happened, and you sort of sit and you go, "Oh, I wonder why that young man or woman was asking all those questions." So, jumping around a bit, but I'm doing a free stream of thought here. So in that light, with a focus on the United Kingdom, and we touch on all three of my countries, in the United Kingdom, if you just look at the two pages I mentioned under the MI5 espionage section, it's actually quite interesting. The pages go through the ways in which foreign intelligence officers might position themselves in the country as business people, students, journalists, for example. I'm literally quoting. And then in the targets of espionage, I'm going to read the very last section, targeting dissidents. Some foreign governments also target dissident movements and individuals that they see as a threat to their control at home. The UK has a long tradition of political tolerance. The UK's long tradition of political tolerance has meant that many foreign dissidents have made their homes here over the years. Most famously, the Russian revolutionaries Lenin and Trotsky. But this has also prompted the sometimes hostile interest of foreign intelligence services, and this continues to the present day. Well, I think not only dissidents make the UK such an attractive place for foreign intelligence, foreign to the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom, my experience, particularly my experience in London, England, has a very educated pool of activists, a very hardworking pool of activists, a very globally engaged pool of activists. In addition, and I'm making some whopping generalizations here, but I'm going to go with it, the pool of activism in which I situated myself was left of center. And one of the most interesting things that I noticed about the activists, collectively speaking, in the United Kingdom, in London, England, was irregardless of their political ideology, even people far left, they still had a vested interest in the functionality of their intelligence community. And by that I mean not just whether, which is important, if they were transparent, if there were enough checks and balances on them, their behavior, if they went awry, how they were dealt with. No, I mean if they were suited and fit for purpose. I have never been in a community in my life, in communities, I've never had the experience of being in so many left-leaning communities in which their focus was looking at, do we have a fit intelligence service? Are they able to understand their role? Are they capable of doing their role? There was a perpetual analysis of MI5 and Special Branch. Do they know what they're doing? Do they understand the particular challenges we have in terms of our security here in London, England, and larger, the United Kingdom? I think, and from my own personal experience, I would wonder and ask the question, isn't that something foreign intelligence operatives might be interested in? A group of private citizens, civilians, no past history, past, current history of working for the state, but who spend an enormous amount of time, energy, research, looking at how their country is being kept safe and looking for the holes in the security model, not to take advantage of it and to abuse them, but to fix them. So I'm going to add a component to one of the to MI5's page, and metaphorically, of course, add a component and say one of the many reasons why, and I can speak from personal experience, myself and the experience of other activists that I know in the United Kingdom, London, England. I think one of the many reasons why Britain is so attractive to foreign intelligence operatives, some of them not necessarily hostile, some of them from allied nations, would be because there's an activist community of left-leaning people who are highly engaged and participating in keeping their nation safe. What intelligence community wouldn't want to learn from that? So take a look at my blog, my postings. Take a look at it and do some of your own research and do your own reading, particularly if you're a civilian. Demystify the intelligence community. See them for what they are. And I say with all due respect, there are watchdogs. There are watchdogs. They need to be highly trained, highly intelligent. They need to understand the milieu. They need to have checks and balances. They need to be watched. They need to have controls on them. And there are watchdogs. Take a look at my blog entries and do some exploring yourself. Again, my focus, as ever, my primary focus are my 3 countries. That's Canada, Israel, and the United Kingdom. Thank you for listening to my latest podcast, and this is Debra V. Wilson, just outside. Well, no, I'm just a hop, skip, and a jump from Chicago. Thank you, and have a good evening.